Yes, see here, the again I will repeat this one. Coastline of the mainland means the side beside the Arabian Sea on the left side, and the side beside the Bay of Bengal on the right side of the map, which includes Andaman and Nicobar Island. That's it's also the coastline and the Lakshadweep coastline. When all totaled up, it comes to 7516.6 kilometer. Very important question, 1 marks question it is. Now in the next paragraph, see again, it is given that India is bounded by young fold mountains in the northwest. Northwest means the area beside north, between north and west. So this Youngfold mountain, it starts from the area between north and west, then comes to the north of India, and it goes to the north eastern part. Okay, again, it is bounded by Youngfold mountain in the northwest, north and northeast. The name of this Youngfold mountain is Himalayas. It is very recently formed. It is formed 4.5 billion years ago only. How it is formed? Because of the collision of the few of the plates of the Indo-Australian plates with the Eurasian plate. Eurasian plate was a comparatively bigger, so this part went towards that. I think in 7th class you have learnt that there are 7 tectonic plates that collide with each other, and it leads to the formation of some structure. So with reference to Himalayas formation, European plate collided with the Indo-Australian plate. Before that, India was the part of Gondwana land. Now Gondwana land is a very old land mass. Then they move apart. There was a geosyncline called Tethys. In this geosyncline or this Tethys, there was sedimentary rock which led to the formation of the Himalayas. Now see, in this paragraph you will find that India is tapering towards the south, means in the western towards the south, and it is extending to the Indian Ocean. Okay, so this tapering part, so this Indian Ocean, it is dividing it into Arabian Sea on the west and Bay of Bengal on the east. What I was saying, in the map you will find this Arabian Sea on the left side of this map and Bay of Bengal on its east side. Now see, in the next line it is given latitudinal extent and longitudinal extent is about 32nd. This I will make clear again later on when we will come to the map. Children, see, in the next paragraph, a word is given Gujarat. Left side, last. In this paragraph you will find that from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh there is a time lag of 2 hours. This means that, first of all, just try to understand that Arunachal is in the eastern part of India and Gujarat is in the western part of India. The sun, it rises at 5 o'clock, suppose at 5 o'clock in the morning in Arunachal Pradesh, then there will be sunrise at 7 o'clock in the Gujarat in the morning time. Similarly, the sunset, suppose it takes place at 5 o'clock in the evening, then that sunset will be at 7 o'clock in Gujarat. That's why they have used the word time lag of 2 hours. Hence, so just to avoid confusion with reference to time, the time that is along the 82° 30' east, again the time that is at that 82° 30' east is taken as the standard time for entire India, and it is known as IST, Indian Standard Time. If you see here, it is written 82° 30' east, means it is a longitude. This longitude is passing through a place called Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. It is passing through this. The question may be coming, why then this place is only taken? Because this place is taken because it is almost half between the extreme longitude of India on the western side and on the eastern side. Then a question may be coming, why longitude was only taken, not latitude? Because it is a practice to take the longitude for referring to the time. Latitudinal extent influence the duration of day and night as one moves from south to north. This means if night is of 12 hours near the equator, then near the equator day will be also be 12 hours. Very carefully, if day is 12 hours, night will be of 12 hours. But this difference goes on increasing as we move from the equator towards the pole. You might have heard also that sometime in the pole area, nights are of 6 months and sometime days are of 6 months. So if we see the difference between day and night in near the equator, means 12 hours minus 12 hours, it is 0. So the difference is 0. The same thing increases as we go from the equator towards the pole. For example, I have told that nights are of 6 month night is there. So night is equal to 24 hour and day is equal to 0 hour. So 24 minus 0 is equal to 24. So the difference is extreme or highest at the pole, and this difference is 0 or least near the equator. Now the next topic that we come is India. Just before starting the topic India and the world, see the histogram that is given in the second page. Here the unit is given million square kilometer. On the left side you see encircled it is. And if you count from the left, from Russia up till India, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. So India is the seventh largest, and the same word is given, digit is given 3.28. Below also seventh largest countries of the world. Okay. Now the next topic is Indian landmass central location. If it is centrally located, then something would be on its left side, means East Asia, and it is on the other side, it is West Asia. India is a part of Asian continent, means country India lies in continent Asia, and where it is lying, in the southern side of Asia. The next line, Trans-Indian Ocean. Trans-Indian Ocean, if we keep this Indian Ocean route, this I will make clear in the next page. Trans-Indian routes, it connect countries of Europe in the west and countries of East Asia, provide a strategic central location to India, means strategic central, central means middle part. On these India's left side we have Europe, and on India's east side we have got East Asia. So this Indian Ocean, it is being used by the European countries to go from its countries up till East Asia. When we say European countries, children, it means Germany, Britain, Portugal, France, all these countries. If they want to go through ship in the Indian Ocean, they will be going very close to India, to the East Asian part. Then next word it is, note that Deccan Peninsula. I will again break the word. Deccan means the Dakshin Deccan, the word has come, means southern part. Peninsula it is given here. So the area below the Tropic of Cancer part, Dakshin part, southern part. Why peninsula? See, the peninsula word, it has come, if you see the tip of the pen. So peninsula, if you again break, pen insula. So this peninsula is a landmass. When a landmass is covered by a landmass is having water on four sides, then it is an island. Just bring this one to your mind, that Andaman Nicobar is having water on all the sides, so it is an island. But India is having water on three sides. On its west side it is having Arabian Sea, on its south side it is having Indian Ocean, on its east side it is having Bay of Bengal. So see, in this part, the Dakshin part or Deccan part is covered by water on three sides. So that's why this is Deccan Peninsula. Protrudes into Indian Ocean. So it is going to the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close relation with West Asia, Africa and Europe. Again I will stop here. West Asia, Africa and Europe. So if you see a word is given, western coast, okay. Western coast means the area on the western side of India, means the area that is lying, the land area that is lying from Maharashtra up till Kerala in the Arabian Sea part. It is western coastline, a line, we break again the word western side, coast plus line. So that area helps to go to West Asia, Africa. Africa is on the left side of India, on the western side of India. Europe is also on the western side of India. Now again a word is there, East Coast. East Coast means the area on the eastern part of India that lies in the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal means entire Orissa part, entire Andhra Pradesh part, entire Tamil Nadu part. From this part, we have got, people can go to East Asia and to Southeast Asia. A word is given, long coastline. Long coastline means the coastline, its length, previously we have read 7516.6 kilometer. It is the coastline length, means it is starting from Maharashtra region up till that very near to West Bengal region it comes. If you lengthwise it is measured like this. So this is the India is having the longest coastline on the Indian Ocean. No other country has got this longest coastline on the Indian Ocean as India is having. Okay, previously that word I have used 7516. This means that it is we are using it Arabian Sea coast, Indian Ocean coast, then Bay of Bengal coast. Then that measurement is coming 7516.6 kilometer. But only when we are taking the coast that is very near to Indian Ocean, then also India is having the longest coastline. A word is written here, eminent, eminent position. India's eminent position is in the Indian Ocean. India's eminent position is in the Indian Ocean. That wise the ocean has been named after India. Now see children, the map in the page 3 you will see where it is written 68 degree and 7 minute north. From there in the map you will see the red line is coming, then it is coming downward and moving towards the right side. All the red line it is coming. So that line is called as the coastline. This is called as the coastline. Then you see a figure is given on the left side, 68 degree and 7 minute. It has been shown here by a double tick. And then again on its extreme side it is that is going, it is 97 degree 25 minute. Then this one is the longitude. Between these two longitude India is lying, and this kilometer is 2933 kilometer. It is from left side to the right side. Then you come to the below part where Sri Lanka is written. Below part you come. In the below part you will find that 80 degree 8 degree 4 minute north, and a line is going to the tip, means towards the Jammu Kashmir part. In the book it is given in a rectangular, and here I have put a red tick there. So this is the latitudinal extent. It is the latitudinal extent, and the distance between this tip up till this tip, it is 3214 kilometer. So from 68 to 97, it is longitudinal extent, and from 37 tip to the down 8 degree 4 minute, it is the latitudinal extent, and it is almost very near, because when you will this one subtract, it will come only 300, almost 281 it is coming if you calculate. Then this is the difference between the longitudinal and latitudinal extent. Now in the map, children, you will see that a part has been encircled, that standard meridian I was telling you, that it almost lies in the middle of 68 degree and 97 left hand. It is lying at 82 degree and 30 minute east it is lying. Now here it is called as the standard meridian. Why standard meridian? Because with reference to the place, this place only, what time is here, the time in entire India is taken. Otherwise, if we will refer to each longitude, because longitudes are also running, many longitudes are running, but for location we have used the extremes longitude. So this one is passing through a place called Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. I think if you would have gone to near about Allahabad, after this in the train, this place comes. After there is a station called Mughalsarai. While going to Delhi, this station comes, that Mirzapur is coming. Now just come to Sri Lanka, where it is written. Hereby, if you will see again, my red color I have used here. So to Palk Strait and Gulf of Mannar, it is separating Sri Lanka from India. Now see the part below 8 degree 4 minute. It is Indian Ocean, and this coastline part that I have told, which measurement is 75 16.6 kilometer, that is the protruding part. It is the protruding part of India. Okay, this part is known as the Deccan Peninsula. Now on the right side, if you will find few dots there. Now again on the left part, where this you will find few dot, the western part or below the western coast, few dots are there. These dots, it is called Lakshadweep Island. Here it is situated in the Arabian Sea. So very easy to learn. This may be coming as a mark to mark in the map. Many times it comes, you don't get confused. We start writing A, B, C, D from the left to right. So first come A. So on the left side it is A for Arabian Sea. Then on the right side it is B for Bay of Bengal. Then L means left and L means Lakshadweep. So on the left side it will be Lakshadweep. Then again we will be coming to the right side, that is Andaman and Nicobar Island. Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay. Then in the next class again we will, in the next video rather, we will continue with the India and the world, the social and other importance.